Saturday, and I'm about as stoked as can be to go in there and waste 9 hours of my life. But I just can't believe how many people are actually showing up early for a change. I'm shocked. Normally, this parking lot would be almost a ghost town for another half hour or so. Um, Everybody starts slipping at the last minute. Uh, of course, some of you must have missed the announcement that yes, we are working today. But yeah, you'll catch it on the rebound, I guess. Let me see. The CW is shutting everything down. The Arrowverse officially ends, I believe, this week with the last episode of The Flash. I love that Disney sank all that money into that Star Wars stuff they had at, I think it was that Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel, whatever the thing it was. And now 2 years later, it's getting shut down. Word is that one of the movies coming up by Dave Filoni will be called Heir to the Empire. And I'm sitting here smacking myself on the frickin' head trying to figure out why this wasn't done in the first place. Because now they're going to have to try to squeeze this into the available timeline. And they're going to have to bring in new characters anyway, because unless you're going to de-age Mark Hamill through the whole thing, you know, come on, Mark Hamill, you know, he's a pretty cool guy, and I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying, okay, so it's for a dance ball. You see, I didn't panic yet because dancers could have been a, you know, what do you call it, for a scene or whatnot. But the three books that were officially recognized to begin with as the sequels to the Star Wars trilogy were, of course, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and The Last Command. And now they're going to have to try to slip that in between that, you know, crazed, you know, oh God. I'm going to sound like the other guys, but I got to say it. This crazed abortion they called the sequel trilogy. Here's the thing. Even with the prequels, I enjoyed some of it. Okay. Way far from the majority of it. Mainly, my whole point was getting to that whole thing to get to the last half hour of Revenge of the Sith. Because if you'd read that, you know, a lot of us oldsters and all that who've, you know, or others who have read the novelization of Star Wars back when, you know, that paperback and all that came out, and I remember that mother. That thing was like, it was already mentioned how Vader pretty much got his body the way it was. That he was burned and all that, and it had to do Ben Kenobi. But there's also a lot of other things that got left by the wayside, like there was a line that was cut out of Star Wars about, you know, the Emperor sending this Sith Lord down to, you know, watch over the thing of the first Death Star. And hang on a second. Doctor Who books being released later this year, and people are complaining about no 13th Doctor ones. Yeah, you got to remember, the last remnants of the old Republic have been swept away, and that's the feeling I got when they had Tenet regenerate right into his suit. It's not unprecedented. It happened with the second Doctor coming from the first, but still, every other Doctor pretty much since then appeared in the previous Doctor's clothes. But in order for a time saver for the 60th, because RTD as God and could do no wrong, everyone forgetting Miracle Day and how bad that sucked. But But now they're hoping that he's had a few years on the sidelines, that everything's going to be back the way it was. It's going to be back to the good old days. And I'm just scared they're setting the bar so high that even Superman couldn't leap it in a single. Superman, I can't believe I just said. Not even Superman could leap it in a single bound. And that's what I think they did. Chibnall had no chance at all. The second he announced it was a female doctor, you had a whole tirade going on. And the tirade never ended. It's still going on. Everything about the era had to be denounced, talked down on, and treated like garbage. And I'm still seeing it go on to this day. If you'd seen some of the things I've seen behind the scenes, it still goes on. Now, if you want to see disturbing regarding Red Dwarf, the American pilot was out there for a while on YouTube, and I'm like, that's what I feel like's going to happen. Everybody's going to hop on the RTD train because he's going to save us all. He's not only going to write better Doctor Who, he's also going to milk your cow for you. He's going to write stories so good you'll become regular on the John again, and your sex life may pep up. You won't need the little blue pill anymore because RTD's back and he's writing such great stuff. And like I said, they're really propping a lot on this guy's shoulders. Oh, look, Murray Gold's back. The music's going to get better. No, you're just going to get the same old shit you got for the first how many years of Doctor Who. And don't get me wrong, the guy wrote some great music, but it's like you could tell towards the end there, just like poor RD, it got repetitive. I try to be nice, but it did. Now they're saying it's for a ballroom scene, so okay, good. I was starting to panic. Oh, no. Please don't tell me we're going to turn, Doctor Who into like a Bob Fosse number or something. Ugh. Oh, they've already started turning on him. There's people already naysaying RTD, and he ain't even set foot out or shown one episode yet. But like I said, I'm just hoping he, gonna have the gusto back, because Mary convinced me, oh, dude, you need a break. It's like, I hope he was able to, recoup there, Because, Miracle Day was literally 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound sack. Oh yeah, hang on. Obligatory algorithm moments. See what will be today. Yeah, Miracle Day was horrible. The gratuitous and obligatory and completely unnecessary sex scenes to pad out, the plot or pad out the story. It looked like it was I'm still walking away from that one thinking this was scripted for like 5 episodes and they tried to stretch it out to 10. Oh yeah, women's sports, Riley Gaines, Leah Thomas, Biden sucks, Trump sucks. We got to cover all angles here. The Rex spinoff was supposed to be for Big Finish Audio. I've heard nothing further on that. All right, Rex was that guy. Let me get my thing straight. The guy from what do you call it? Sheesh, now my brain's blanking. It's Saturday morning. I shouldn't be here. Oh yeah, oh god, yeah, and they went out of their way. RTD did even said that Jack's blood, it's not anything that's organic that could gives him his immortality. Yet, and then they did that stupid thing. All right, so Rex. All right, I don't know why I was confusing him with what's his name. It'll hit me in a half an hour. Um, I was confusing the guy from Torchwood, the guy from Flux. What's his name? It'll hit me in about an hour. But now I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that guy from Miracle Day. And then, like I said, if we had the gratuitous nude scenes and well, yeah, just like Freema Agyeman was supposed to be filling in for Torchwood for Owen Harper and for Burn Gorman's character, and then she decided to go off and do something else, and that really pissed RTD off for a while. Yeah, it's Saturday morning, so the hard drive's gonna run slow. Ugh. I know nobody wants to be here. I yell, I don't want to be here, but I can't complain too much because I got out of work early yesterday. Went home, mowed the lawn. Also, Jack was supposed to be in Flux. Okay, I missed that bit. Yeah, Children of Earth was fantastic. There's rumors flying everywhere now about the Torchwood spinoff. There's somebody jumping up and down saying Eve Miles is in it, but there's no proof of it at all. I'd love to see Eve Miles back in the Doctor Who storyline in some way or the other, but why would she join UNIT? UNIT has rules. Well, yeah, right. COVID happened, and they had to cut it down to 6. And once again, as I said before, and I'll say this again, just to remind you all, if the Whittaker Chibnall era was so bad, why did they go ahead and film Flux? If the Chibnall Whittaker era was so horrible and just destroyed the show, why did they commission Chibnall to write the Centenary? That's all I got to say on that whole thing. I'm trying to move past all that and move into the future. All I can say is this: everybody's in trouble. Exactly. Chibnall saved that show. If he had not kept it going, it would have been out of sight, out of mind. The BBC execs would have gotten used to pocketing all that money used to make it. And boom. And I'm still dying laughing at all the guys who are posting RIP Doctor Who. And the same guys who were saying it was 1963 to 2017. And here we are, 2023, 60th anniversary is coming up. New series is being filmed. Series 14 is being filmed. And this one's for you, all the naysayers out there. Take this in any way. But now it's time for at least 30 seconds of chuckles at your expense. There we go. Well, not quite 30 seconds. Well, let's not mention that particular guy because word's getting around on him. I need you to send me money so I can go to Galley 1. Go earn it. I'm sorry, I hate to be a mean, evil bastard. It's like, but I've earned money to go to the cons I want to go. Well, you know the basics anyway. Like I said, that somebody we all know, put out a request for a GoFundMe or whatever, so they can go to Galley 1. Meanwhile, that this certain other person, already admitted they have a gambling problem. And it's like, so let me get this straight. You want me to send you money on the off chance that you're going to use it just so that you can go to a convention on the other side of the planet? I had a friend of mine, and I love this, no one will employ him. For one, he should be collecting something from the state, shouldn't he be? I think he lives in England. And I don't want to harp on somebody, especially, but, and addiction is a terrible thing, but, for one, I have a friend of mine who's been living on, over there for years and collecting from the state for various disabilities. And hell, I had a friend of mine who, she never left her house, and she ran the entire dispatch operation for a trucking company off her computer from her home desk. And I'm not saying things are tough all over for everybody. But I'm saying, there are other ways to do this. And I feel if you're collecting other people's money, I feel wrong about it. Exactly, he should be getting benefits, shouldn't he? Oh, well, I got to get going. I've run way over. Like I said, I don't wish ill on anybody. I really don't. But why would you want to go to a con on the other side of the planet when the majority of people that are going to be, guest starring are ones that are right there in your own country that you can go to a con nearby, minus airfare and all that? I can't figure out what the appeal is. Oh, well, I got to get going. It's almost time for me to get in the building. Matter of fact, it's just about it. So take care, everyone. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll catch you all on the flip side. Have a good one, everyone.